Alright, so I know I said I wouldn't review the latest Youngboy album, but I'm gonna be honest and just blame you guys for trusting a pathological liar. But yeah, after all the divisiveness in the backwoods of the mainstream hip-hop scene, aka the Youngboy fan base, I think it's finally time I stepped in and took a look at his latest album, I Rest My Case, and make the decision on whether the Louisiana rapper has officially peaked as an artist, or has he actually finally decided to branch out and make something refreshing. So, you know, when I heard all the commotion amongst Youngboy and non-Youngboy fans deciding whether this album is absolute dog water or the greatest thing since sliced bread, it really did pique my interest and made me want to go into this album with a more open mind. But after listening to it over and over and over, writing notes and trying my hardest to break down every single spectacle I could find, I have finally came to the conclusion that y'all niggas are dumb for even arguing about this in the first place. I mean, to keep things short and sweet, this is legit no different from the other 28 projects that's in his discography. But to keep things long and drawn out, because I need to match time links, the only instance of Youngboy trying something different was for the first 6 tracks in which he just bit off the rage trap, trippy red, Playboy Cardi sound with some of the more usual Youngboy lyrics of absolutely no substance, just for him to switch right back to the usual sad trap sound that's been carrying his career since he was a teenager. And I know that there are probably Youngboy fans fuming in the comments because I'm giving this project the old scissor treatment, but before you guys hit enter, let me ask you a question. Did I ever tell you what the definition of insanity is?
Insanity is doing the exact same fucking thing over and over again, expecting shit to change.
And I think that right there describes how I feel about every person who regularly listens to Youngboy. And no, I'm not calling you insane, but instead I'm saying that a straitjacket would look very fashionable on you. But to try and get into the production, as stated before, the first 6 tracks are really the only attempts at trying something different. Although they just piggyback off a sound that's become so oversaturated since Whole Lotta Red dropped 3 years ago. It's just heavy 808, some basic trap hats tossed here and there, and some of the wildest Youngboy ad-libs I've heard in a long while. But for what it's worth, I'll give Youngboy this. At least he has the ability to write a pretty solid chorus and flow, because if he didn't have that, I'd instead be doing research on how this man got fans in the first place. But moving forward, after those couple of tracks, the last 13 tracks are all pretty cookie cutter, run-of-the-mill pop trap and sad trap beats that I really couldn't care for, to be honest. I mean, you'd think with the constant shit that the man gets for sounding too repetitive, he'd actually be able to follow through with something fresh, especially after carrying the whole edgy rockstar aesthetic for the past couple of weeks. But when going through this album, it's like a dude trying to lose weight by running a mile every day, but giving up after running half a mile on the first day. I mean, I just genuinely don't get where Youngboy is trying to go with all of this, but what I can say is that if this is his attempt at branching out, he might as well put a bow on whatever his career entails, because this album just feels like nothing. I feel nothing when listening to it, there's nothing appealing about it, and it's just another bland piece of work from an uninspiring rapper. But overall, I don't know, I really don't. I mean, he tried, and while I tried to have an open mind to it all, my expectations just ended up being met perfectly in the end. So to put this on a scale, I'm giving this a Youngboy out of 10, being something that shouldn't even get a score at this point. But how do you guys feel about the new Youngboy album? What would you rate it? Let me know down in the comments, liking and subscribing, follow my IG and Twitter, and follow Chocolate on Instagram for more illustrations. And on that note, I'll see you guys on Friday when I figure out how to stop the Youngboy brainwashing. Peace.
I'm sorry, this has never happened before. I'm just really nervous. Do you want to watch like a movie instead? We can just watch a movie.